Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to yet another Monday Milk Review. My name is Jacob, and we are finally going to be looking at the very last Zooper Dooper flavour that came out last spring, I think it was. There was a total of 3 flavours. There was a bubblegum, pineapple, as well as finally the raspberry. One thing which leaves me really interested to try this drink is that I feel like there's not a great amount of distinction between artificial strawberry and artificial raspberry. I feel like they're kind of parallel flavours, how you could compare maybe mandarin to orange or something like that. I know that the berries themselves are very, very different. Like the strawberries are actually nice, for instance, but I find the artificial flavors for both respective fruits to be really, really similar. You may be questioning, where do you even see that? Not often do you see the two existing side by side. Why do so many food things not have both strawberry and raspberry? For instance, there's only ever been one raspberry flavored milk that I can think of, which was the Oak Raspberry Spider. Let's open this up and find out if it's going to stand on its own 2 feet or if it's going to be a pale imitation of what we already know and love. One thing that I'd like to mention about this drink is that it is a 1 serving carton. This 600ml is meant to be consumed in 1 serving. I'll put the nutritional facts up here if you're interested, but this is a big drink to be doing in 1 sitting. Let's open it up and get our first impressions. So, starting with the initial smell from the carton. Ooh, okay, yes, that's very distinctly different to strawberry. You can really smell the raspberry in that. One glaring similarity though is going to be this coloration. It's going to be almost identical to strawberry milk in appearance. Let's pour it in so you can see that now. I personally don't think I'd be able to tell the difference between Oak and this side by side. Perhaps when moving about in a glass, you might get small hints of thicknesses to differentiate the 2 brands, but honestly, in appearance and in coloration, I can't spot a difference at all. Let's give it a quick sniff from the glass. Yes, still a very distinct raspberry flavor. It doesn't seem to be as thick as some of the other high tier strawberry milks, so let's just get straight into this flavor. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing is it's pretty thin. It doesn't have much thickness or creaminess to speak about, but that is probably the price that they've paid, seeing as this has a 4-star health rating, which probably can't be said about too many flavored milks. I honestly don't despise it. The flavoring is quite nice. However, I will sort of say my brain still has that weird parallel connection to strawberry. Maybe it's just the appearance, but something in my mind says that these flavors are quite similar in some unexplainable way. One thing that I want to make abundantly clear that this does actually have a very distinct flavor. You can tell that this is raspberry, not strawberry. Zooper Dooper had the pineapple flavored milk, which was probably the first time something like that has ever been attempted. Nippy's has the pina colada, which is coconut and pineapple, but Zooper Dooper was the first standalone pineapple I can think of. I haven't seen any other examples of it, and it was a great translation from concept to a flavored milk. But I don't know why, it just doesn't stand out to me as nice of a fruit as something like strawberry. Milk drinkers know I'm proudly strawberry gang. I don't have much respect for those hairy, gross little fruits known as raspberry.
Strawberry gang, baby! SWB, Strawberry Gang.
I won't be intimidated by a fruit that has hair. I think if you are a person who really likes raspberry, you won't be disappointed by this flavored milk. Going off its 4-star health rating as well, you're not going to be too greatly punished for drinking it either. Once in a while is a little bit of a treat, not an everyday thing. I definitely see this as a drink I'm going to finish during editing. It's pleasant, it's refreshing, and it's quite light and easy to drink. But I think there is small little enhancements that they could make to make this a better standalone drink. I think that the creaminess was just a little bit lacking. It is a little bit thin, so if they wanted to tune that up a little bit, I think you could see a much better drink experience out of that. But that's at the cost of probably this 4-star health rating. I think I can pretty confidently give this one an 8.5 out of 10, and it stands alone as a pretty decent drink. I honestly don't think it's going to stick around, so if you like raspberry, you should definitely give it a go. I would highly recommend it. Is this something that everyone needs to try? Probably not, but I think it's going to be better than you expect. A lot of people, myself included, saw the Zooper Dooper brand on milk and had a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, and coming from now trying all of them, I didn't like the bubblegum, but pineapple kind of blew me away, and this one's actually really consistent. But I think that's going to wrap us up for this week's episode of the Monday Milk Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and maybe even consider subscribing if you want to keep up to date with everything that we try here. I try to put out a new video every week on Monday, so be sure to subscribe if you're interested in this kind of thing. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next week in the Monday Milk Review. Bye bye.